with a screeching eagle and a cocked brow. The Colbert Report on Comedy Central has resonated with audiences for 9 seasons and counting. The one-time protege of The Daily Show's Jon Stewart now has his own wax figure at Madame Tussauds, a bathroom-adjacent painting at the National Portrait Gallery, and, oh yes, a few Peabody Awards.
I'm enormous.
Am
I still?
You couldn't be, yes.
Oh, good.
You couldn't be bigger.
And now, Stephen Colbert is breaking character to dip his toe into real politics, supporting his sister Elizabeth, who works in business development at Clemson University and is running for Congress as a Democrat in their home state of South Carolina.
This was the first actual election you actually got involved in?
Yeah, this is the first one.
I don't think anybody would begrudge you
doing it for my sister.
Trying to help your sister.
Exactly. She's my sister.
Right.
And I'm willing to, break the jewel of my own creation to try to do something for her. Like, I'm not worried about what it would do to me or my show to try to help her as myself, not as my character, but to help her as myself. And, if people think that's not the right thing for me to do, I don't care. It's my sister, and I'm willing to help her.
So you think she'd actually be a good public servant?
I've met these people. And my sister is in the top decile.
If she wins tomorrow's primary, her Republican opponent could be former Governor Mark Sanford, who was at the center of a scandal back in 2009.
So the bottom line is this. I've been unfaithful to my wife.
Mark Sanford is favored. The former governor of the Appalachian Trail is favored to be the Republican candidate.
Does this put you in a position where you feel like it is an irresistible comedy object running against your sister?
Yeah.
I mean, is there
Why can't I? I will make jokes about him. I said, Lulu, if you do something funny, I'm making jokes about you.
But she won't.
Yes, sure she will. She's now a politician.
Right. So
of course she will.
She'll say something
She's
silly.
perfectly human.
Of course, political error is Colbert's bread and butter. The comedian's faux conservative pundit shtick is basically the longest-running spoof of Washington on TV.
I've had it with these money-grubbing super PACs.
He even launched his own super PAC to mock big-money politics.
How much did you ultimately raise?
Somewhere between $1.2 $1.4 million or something. 1.2. It was $1.2 million.
People actually gave you that money?
Yeah.
Right.
30,000 people donated. Over 35,000 people donated.
I don't know if that reassures or me or makes me
I don't know. It certainly
terrified.
surprised me.
I'm doing it!
It also confirmed that Colbert can be successful at almost anything. I first met Colbert on the campaign trail in 2004, and I took him as my date to the White House Correspondents' Dinner the next year.
Here's my memory of that. You get up, about 45 minutes later you come back.
Yes.
And you said, I just made a deal to have my own show.
Yes.
And
I told you what it was.
You told me what it was.
You said that's a terrible idea.
I said, I loved you as a correspondent.
You kind of put cold water on it.
I was worried about it.
You were, yeah. I remember thinking,
I was worried.
Hey, what?
Clearly I was wrong, so from one anchorman to another, I asked for his guidance.
Here's my advice for you. And a wise man once said, do the stories you care about.
Right.
Don't get sucked up in that whole news thing. I can't give you any advice. You're an actual newsman.
Right, but
you know things about your business. I can't give you any. If you do a comedy show, I could give you advice.
I'm not going to be doing a comedy show.
Okay, we'll see. I'll be the judge of that.
Do you have the same misgivings about me that I had about you? That's just my...
No.
You can be honest.
No, I can't. I think that's a bad idea on camera. Turn that off. This thing's going to be huge.
Thank you.
And again, the name of it is... Just
The Lead.
The Lead.
The Lead.
The Lead.
It's called The Lead.
It is?
The show's called
I wasn't sure.
The Lead.
I thought it might be called The Lead. Because you've got so much gravitas. You've got to be the heavy one anchoring it. And if it doesn't work out, it's just like, wow, just sink right to the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a nice image, and I appreciate
Thank you.
it.
You're welcome.
Be sure to check out more of my interview with Stephen Colbert at CNN.com/The Lead. Jake Tapper, CNN, Washington.